This pregame show is presented by America First Credit Union. America First Credit Union has game-changing solutions for every financial need. Join the winning team today at americafirst.com.
Welcome into ESPN Plus's coverage of Real Monarchs here at Zions Bank Stadium. Incoming is the Switchbacks FC. Myself, Spencer Warren, my partner Trey Fitzgerald for the evening, as the Monarchs look to maybe finish the season a little bit better than they have. It's been a bit of a tough slog for the Monarchs, but we have the Switchbacks that are coming in to town who are chasing home field advantage when it comes to the playoff. They have clinched already, Trey, but they are a dangerous team tonight.
Yeah, Colorado playing for seeding, the Monarchs looking for young players to gain professional experience and feed off the momentum of that dramatic 4-3 win last time out.
A huge opportunity for Haji Barry, top goal scorer in USL at this moment in time with 24 goals, chasing the record, 25 goals. He just needs one more to tie it.
Just needs one.
Just one more to equalize that record, and then he's going to be looking to chase that down as they also look to fight for a title. We're going to head to a break.
Tonight's match is brought to you by America First Credit Union. America First is proud to be the official credit union of the Real Monarchs. Whatever you need for whatever matters most, America First is here to help. By MarketStar, explore something more at MarketStar. Visit marketstar.com for careers. By University of Utah Health, the trusted healthcare provider for the RSL family and yours. Visit uofuhealth.org. And by Zions Bank, for banking that helps you tackle every financial challenge. Zions Bank is for you.
When you're a member at America First Credit Union, there's only one path to happiness, and that's whatever path you choose. So no matter where it may lead you, whatever you need to get there, or how far it may go, we'll do our best to make sure it's clear with the America First Visa credit card, because the only happiness that matters to us is yours, truly.
You are the sunrise waking my day.
I miss you guys.
You are the moonlight shining my way. This is where I call home.
It's never been more true. We take care of Utah like Utahns take care of each other. University of Utah Health.
Rule the playground. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back into ESPN Plus coverage of Real Monarchs here at Zions Bank Stadium with visitors, Colorado Springs Switchbacks. A great team. You're looking at Melvin in goal with Ockford and Edwards as the centre-back partnership with Anderson and Hodge as the fullbacks. Torres, Makaya, and Zandi in the midfield with Beckford among on the wide areas up front with Barry, the man that is chasing that record for USL regular season goals. For the Monarchs, It'll look a little bit like this. It'll be might be a slightly tweaked here with Dusnup, Jeff Dusnup in goal. Salcedo, Adams, and Orozco as the defensive three, with Malik Johnson and Bodie Davis as the outside backs. Halsey, Benitez, Leo, Ilaski, and Mata round out the lineup for the Monarchs.
Good to have Hamas and Olave back on the bench for Monarchs. Cody Warden filling in admirably during Hamason's health and safety protocol absence.
You've got the Switchbacks in their blue and black striped jerseys. And then you've got the Monarchs, as we know, in their white and slightly shade of red.
Yeah, Leo Torres on loan from San Antonio. 2 quick goals last week in that 4-3 shorthanded come-from-behind victory over Austin.
It'll be Zach Zandi trying to get the ball to Barry, chasing that record, but it's cleared out by Orozco. And that'll go out for a corner kick on the far side. First one of the night, just 25 seconds in. Barry will be looking to get on the end of this as they quickly play through and swing that into the middle of the box. A good clearance by the tall Kevin Salcedo, and they'll start the break now. They'll get him behind. Obviously, on the bench there, you've got Jude Wellings as someone that you're going to keep an eye on. He is the captain of the MLS Next Championship under-15 team. If he comes off the bench, he'll be making his pro debut, something that the Monarchs have done a very good job over the last couple of seasons, Trey.
Yeah, a lot of young players getting bled into the professional ranks. Arnold Reisenberg, the director of coaching for the academy, loves giving the young guys opportunities periodically to test where they are and see if they can apply those lessons learned on bigger stages back in the academy or MLS Next levels.
Salcedo will play that ball long. It will go out to Benitez. He'll turn that ball over, and it goes to Barry, and it comes all the way through there. It'll be the visiting player to watch will be that Haji Barry, as we talked about a couple of times already, Trey, chasing down that record. 24 goals so far this season, 5 assists as well. The record just sitting at 25, just 1 away.
Yeah, and the USL history is peppered with fantastic goal scorers. So for Barry to put together 24 goals in this season and to threaten the all-time USL record is quite an impressive feat here as we get into the final couple games of the year.
Kevin Salcedo goes into the referee's book. A yellow card here in the 2nd minute. Just a trip on Among there as he was clean through. Cynical foul, but kind of needed to happen. Otherwise, that was a breakaway, and the Monarchs were definitely on their heels right there. So a smart foul to give away, but Switchbacks looking very, very dangerous early on.
Yeah, yellow card there for
Salcedo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Early yellow.
Among is still on the floor. Looks like he just got tripped, got his ankles tripped, but that was a painful one, particularly when you're landing on that turf. It's not the most of comfortable surfaces to land on, but he's back on his feet, thankfully.
Bit of a frantic opening couple minutes here for the Monarchs, giving up that early corner, recovering from a bit of disorganization, breakaway fouls going to either end, and now we'll have the Switchbacks restart here with free kick.
It'll be Jose Torres. He's the one who's over the ball right now, left footer. A goal and 3 assists on the season so far for the number 7. Also have Sebastian Anderson, 6 assists. He's over the ball as well, but 6 assists from fullback is not a bad return. He swings that ball into the center of the box. That's headed out nicely by Benitez. Drops down. Just a little too far in front of Bodie Davis to try and clear his lines. That'll go out for a throw-in in front of the bench. Be number 20 there. Philip Mayaka. It'll be a throw into the Switchbacks. Definitely Benitez thought that was off a Switchbacks player. Torres on the ball now. He looks to throw that in, get that in behind. Good work there by Bodie Davis. He's held up among there, who looks lively so far, the right-sided attacker.
Davis joined by Dusnip, Halsey, Eloski on MLS contracts playing here in USL action.
Ball turned over by Tristan Hodge, but managed to get that ball out for a throw-in in favor of the Monarchs. It'll be Brennan Burke, head coach of the Switchbacks, looking to get his team some home field playoff advantage when it comes to the USL Championship. Leo Torres now on the break, cut out by Mayaka.
Great read there from Torres on the loanee from San Antonio. Not known for his fleetness of foot, but obviously reads the game a couple chess moves ahead.
Salcedo with that clearing header. Wasn't quite sure what was behind him. Barry lurking behind him. Knocks that out for a throw-in, and it will be Torres. Jose Torres for the Switchbacks. Out to Beckford. Beckford tries to drive at Bodie Davis, who'll go around, will swing that in with his left foot, but that's too close to Jeff Dusnip. Gets his first proper touch, hands on the ball. That will help settle the nerves for the 17-year-old.
Just turned 17. Dusnip's had a pretty phenomenal first professional year here for Real Monarchs.
Next stoppage, home team coach right now.
Harmon Salave back on the bench after some health and safety protocols. Good to have him back. He's done a phenomenal job of integrating these young academy players. And whilst the results haven't been there, Trey, it's certainly something that is now the philosophy of the entire club, the formation and the way they want to play.
Yeah, it's that age-old balance of results versus development. Homison obviously lifting the USL Championship trophy in 2019, and this season it's really about bringing up the next generation of pros.
Kyle Adams, Captain Kyle Adams, will chip that ball forward with his left foot out to this right flank. He finds Bodie Davis with a bit of space. Tried to get a 1-2 there with Leo Torres.
Next dead ball, let's do the first read. Scratch that, do officials first.
Officials tonight will be John Matto, Carsten Gilwald, Cameron Seiler as your assistant referees, and fourth official will be Bennett Savage.
All fourth officials are savage, in my humble opinion.
It's a great name. Ball played out wide now to Barry. Gets the first opportunity to stretch his legs. He's held up by Orozco. Good block there. That will go out for a throw-in on this near side for Switchbacks. Barry will knock that back to Hodge. Barry now back to Hodge. He'll go all the way back to his captain, Jimmy Ockford. Long ball, long diagonal ball, trying to find Beckford. He does so. Beckford holds up the ball. He's got Davies. He goes inside, tries to take a shot, but a nice little block there by number 19 for the Monarchs. And that'll go all the way over to the other side for a throw into Switchbacks.
Yeah, impressive close down there by Bodie Davis. So that's what you like to see from the young pro.
Kyle Adams managed to get his foot in the way, but they will get around the back there, and will be Malik Johnson who will knock that out for a second corner of the night for Switchbacks.
Organization always tested here on these corners. A little bit of a different look here.
Short one. They do a short corner there. Barry with a back heel. Beckford tries the spectacular overhead kick, but that goes right down the middle of the goal, and Jeff Dusnip was right on his line and gathers that up.
Chaos in the box, but never really threatened there. Quite a athletic, ambitious effort.
Switching flanks now. Halsey to Bodie Davies, who'll go inside to Leo Torres. He's managed to get around. Tries to poke it through there to Mata, but he just can't get it to the big man up front. And Tristan Hodge, he will get that ball under control. Nice little bit of interchanging, but that should be an offside, and it is. Just went a little bit too quickly, did Thomas Among. It'll be a free kick to Real Monarchs.
Yeah, really nice interplay there from Davis and Torres a bit troublesome to control the ball on the turf and in the wind, but you have to like the ideas so far, Spencer.
Kyle Adams now looks up and looking for an opportunity. Plays his teammate Benitez into a little bit of a hospital ball there, and Beckford will now stride forward as he has one for company, gets around Benitez, but Orozco holds his ground and knocks that out for the third corner. RSL versus Portland. November 3rd, RSL will be honoring club legend Kyle Beckerman. Tickets to see Captain Kyle are as low as $15. Visit rsl.com and secure your seats now. Ball comes in, back post towards Among there. Just came off the top of his head. It'll drop now. It'll be swung back in ahead of there, just wide of the post, and great effort to get up there. But Jeff Dusnip just watched that one tray and just allowed that to go past his post, maybe by a foot or so.
Yeah, really nice recycle there by Hodge to swing it back in. Dangerous opportunity for Colorado.
Iloski now to Malik Johnson. Turn over there. Touched by Orozco. It'll be Kyle Adams now. Now Salcedo. Go back to Dusnip. Nice clearance by the young goalkeeper. Finds Bodie Davis, finds the chest of Bodie Davis, and Leo Torres can burst forward now, but just can't get around Mayaka.
The activity here with Davis and Torres has been great, but sometimes they need to be just a little more simple.
Orozco wins that header. Benitez will turn and look for a teammate. He'll find Bodie Davis, who goes through the middle. Finds Mata. Halsey, and now Iloski be able to drive forward. He got the pace of Malik Johnson on the overlap, but he can't get the ball through, but he battles back Iloski, and they get the ball again. And now Mata, top of the box, looks to take a shot. He does so. Good save by the keeper, Sean Melvin, and that'll be an opportunity for RSL, for the Monarchs to push up and maybe put a little bit more possession in the other half of the field.
Yeah, great work there by Iloski to keep the play alive despite the switchback resistance. Monarchs now here with a deep throw.
Malik Johnson held up, will go back, try to switch the field. He does so, will find Orozco. Bright future for Jaziel Orozco. Benitez. Nice ball played down, Iloski. Mata just can't chest that down into the path of Iloski. They'll clear their lines. Orozco will win that header though. Just held up a little bit there. Among was looking for it to be a little bit longer. Benitez has to
talk about a hospital ball. Wow.
Yeah, had to make a sliding challenge there. And I think that's Torres that's down in the center circle. That's a red card.
Wow.
A red card.
I think that's a horrible call. His studs might have been up a tad, but 13th minute red card for Julio Benitez?
Yeah. That's a tough one.
Ejection issued to the Monarchs, number 65, Julio Benitez.
We'll get another look at this. It was a bad ball initially by Malik Johnson, left it short. And yeah, he caught his studs are up there.
His right foot was up.
Caught the standing leg of Torres. Jose Torres. Tough one for the young man.
See Monarchs assistant Cody Warren here. Warden pleading his case with the fourth official.
Yeah, that's a tough one for the young man as he makes his way off for an early bath.
The smallest guy on the field. Hit with a straight red 13 minutes in.
Looks like Torres will be okay, which is, good. I mean, it was a standing foot. A lot of weight went on that one there, but it makes an already difficult task for the Monarchs even more difficult as you look now for Switchbacks, Trey, who are, as we've mentioned before, trying to make sure they get themselves their noses in front of San Antonio in that second place, that fight for second place and home field advantage when it comes to the playoffs in just a few weeks.
Yeah, and this will give them some interesting. They already have had the flow of the game. They've been on the front foot for 13 minutes, and now they're presumed to have a man advantage for the next 77.
USL's elite pre-professional platform, USL Academy, allows clubs to build a pathway to pro soccer by bringing together top local youth talent and helping players transition to their USL senior teams. And for more information, visit uslacademy.com. Start again now. It will be Leo Torres on the ball. Gets the ball to Halsey, outside to Kevin Salcedo, the left of the three centre-backs. Plays that long, and you might see that a little bit more now as the Monarchs are down to 10 men, Trey. They might be going a little bit longer, looking for Max Mata, to hold the ball up, hopefully.
Yeah, you almost wonder if the 10-man Monarch side will be able to calm this very frantic first 15 minutes down.
Jose Torres makes his way back onto the field, limping a little bit. It still looks like right now that it's 4 at the back. It'll be Max Mata who gets around Mayaka. Can't quite hold the ball up. Another opportunity there for the Monarchs. Torres on loan, as we said, from San Antonio. 2 goals in his 2 first professional goals in his career. Ball played over the top. Be a race there between Orozco.
Oh, wow.
Just a little miscommunication, but Def Dusnip was on his toes there, managed to grab
Spry.
that wide header from Orozco out of the air. Ball played now. Iloski moves back into the midfield. He tries to find Mata. Ball was turned over. Ball played through the middle there. Looks like there's 3 offside. Barry's looking for that goal, looking dangerous. Maybe a little bit more space for him, but
Well read by Adams to cut off that entry, because you never know if that flag is going to go up or not.
Iloski's the one that's moved back into the midfield. Ball played outside. It'll be Salcedo to chase down Among. He's got 3 options in the middle, but he can only find the long head Kiwi and Kyle Adams. Will knock that out for a throw-in. Barry now held up. Orozco will step in front there and does very well between Bodie Davis and Leo Torres, as you mentioned, Trey. A good combination between those two in Davies and Torres so far. Max Mata will get through that challenge. Will find Torres, but he's crowded out. Continue to burst forward. Will try to find Iloski, but played that a little bit too far in front. Switchbacks go toe-to-toe with San Antonio, who play in their last season game, both locked at 48 points. This is kind of the business end of the season now, obviously, Trey. Some exciting times in USL and 2 teams in San Antonio and the Switchbacks that have done a very good job in this Mountain Division.
Yeah, San Antonio, quality organization. There's a reason that a talent like Leo Torres not able to find the field there has succeeded very well his first 3-4 games here with Real Monarchs, but everybody in the playoff chase playing for seeding and positioning.
Switchbacks now bring it over the halfway line. Nice switch of play there by Matthews to find Beckford. Beckford held up by Davies. Clear that ball out up the field, only as far as Hodge. But another good opportunity there. Amazing that Bodie Davis on a MLS contract with Real Salt Lake, a forward by trade, and played at right wing back and has looked as comfortable as you've seen anyone in the organization play that role so far. Menan Iloski will try to burst forward there. And,
yeah, Bodie's been reading the game very well defensively, but as we just saw there, Spencer, he tried the overlapping run, probably a bit aggressive for a 10-man side, gave up the ball and didn't work to get it back. That's the types of lesson that he needs to learn here if he's ever going to get a look at the next level.
Looks like the coaching staff are already having a couple of words with him. Just a coaching moment on the sideline there of what they want from him, particularly as they are now down to 10 men. Orozco will have the ball, find Bodie Davis.
Yeah, Roscoe and Adams are really going to be the keys to stabilizing the back line.
Poor turnover by Bodie Davis. Commentators curse there. Malik Johnson will run back and hold things up as he's pressured by Sebastian Anderson, number 27 for Switchbacks. As we said, 6 assists on the season so far. A great return from him. Mayaka back to Zandy. And as you would expect, a lot of possession going Switchbacks way. Ball played over the top. Good leave in the end by Kyle Adams. Probably got a call from Mountain Dewsnup, as he's affectionately known. Poor turnover again, though, but among top of the area, looking to strike one. Hits the chest of Kyle Adams, or he had his hands down by his side there, so no handball. The ball is played over the top to relieve some pressure. And Sean Melvin, 61 saves in the season. That's not going to count as well. That's not 62. Gets another touch of the ball.
Haji Berry seen in that previous sequence just probing along that essentially 5-man back line for the Monarchs, and he's hunting for that 25th goal.
Ball over the top there will be Sebastian Anderson. He's got Among and Barry. Barry will try and take it around Kyle Adams. He does so. Strike comes in and a strong right foot.
Kick save and a beaut.
Kick save for another corner for Switchbacks, and it looks like we have a substitution coming up. It'll be Christian Neidegger with an opportunity to come in and add to those midfield ranks. Corner will come in first, though. Ball comes in, a high one, looking to test, but Kyle Adams will rise highest at the far post and nod that out for another corner. Switchbacks in no real hurry to come over and take this. They know that they've got plenty of time to work with as they look for all 3 points.
Curious about the tactical change that is going to come with Nidecker coming on. So Leo Torres will be the one sacrificed for the Monarchs here. That's disappointing on a number of levels.
Opportunity here, so it will be Leo Torres, who's been bright. He had a bright first 22, almost 23 minutes, but the red card to Julio Benitez has ended his night.
Yeah, great brace last week for the San Antonio man.
Please welcome for your Real Monarchs, number 83.
Frustrating night for him, and obviously he understands, but as a young player, 17-year-old, coming off 2 goals, you know, been fantastic for the organization, a really good kid by all accounts, and his night, unfortunately, is done.
I think Nidecker will probably sit right in front of Adams and Orozco there to kind of stabilize that rear guard, if you will.
Anderson will switch this out. He tries to find Beckford. He does. He gets that ball under control. Rolls it back to Torres. Swings that in towards the back post, but Kyle Adams again been excellent in the air so far all night long. Long ball. Not quite sure what Orlovsky was trying to do there. Maybe trying to hit the run of Mata, but got that one all wrong, and Sean Melvin will roll that back out and restart things. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157. North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Meola, Rodney Marsh, and USL. All access with Mike Watts and Devin Kerr every Tuesday night at 7 Eastern. You can also hear live action from USL, Major League Soccer, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM app.
I wonder why our man Brian Dunseth doesn't get a shout out in that copy.
You just did. Barry now, top of the box, looking to find some space, but he's closed down by Orozco. And again, good block by Orozco, but Barry gets the ball back. Ball lifted over the top, and the 6'3" Kevin Salcedo will nod that out for a throw-in on this near side. And you can feel the pressure just starting to rise a little bit. Hodge will switch flanks to Anderson. Switch back again. Trying to find Beckford. That's what they're trying to do every time, is when they're trying to switch the field of play, try to hit Beckford in stride. He looks like he's got plenty of pace and trickery about him to get him behind. And I think he's got, it's 7 assists on the season. 5 goals, 7 assists on the season for the wide left man. But it will be a Monarchs throw-in. Up the line by Bodie Davies. Neidiger underneath there. Bodie Davies will win that again. Monarchs thought they had a throw in there, but it'll be Hodge and Zandi combined there. Now Torres to Mayaka. Up to Barry. Barry plays in Anderson, drives into the box, looking for options. He does so, pulls that back, but Kyle Adams again does a very good job to knock that out. It's kept in. The Monarchs will look to launch their own kind of counter-attack. Brett Halsey. Good work there, but then just maybe overplayed it just a little bit. It'll be a throw-in on the far side, 2 switchbacks.
Yeah, the next 65 minutes really going to test the Monarchs' composure and grit as they try to defend and deflect and maybe nick one off going the other way.
Torres and Barry combine. Zandi, Anderson driving in, drives, looks to get that ball and tries to find the far post, but Adams again, the man on the spot.
Yeah, desperation defending already from Kyle Adams over the last 15, I'd say 12 minutes since the red card.
Short corner to Jose Torres. Plays it again, plays it inside, swung towards the back. Oh my goodness, how did that not go in?
Wow.
That went right across the face of goal. Everybody was worried about scoring an own goal, so it comes right the way through. Tristan Hodge just spinning the ball round the back post, off his thigh. It's a tough one.
A lot of English on that ball coming off the turf and various body parts in the mixer. Reminded me of the scene in Pulp Fiction where they're standing in the apartment and all the gunshots go off and nobody's ultimately hurt. They don't really know how it happened, just that that is what happened.
Film references already. We're almost 28 minutes in. Throw into switchbacks in front of the Monarchs bench. We'll go back to the captain, Jimmy Ockford.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about the Monarchs trying to find their defensive stance and a bit of desperation here to keep things at bay, but for Colorado, they will be probing, and I think they're doing a good job, Spencer, of varying the attack and the angles.
Beckford does some good footwork there, tries to go in and out of Malik Johnson, gets a strike on goal, but not enough power there, and Jeff Dusnip was able to gather that one up. We'll bring this one forward and looks for a run, looking for Max Mata, the big number 63. Ball goes over the head of Michael Edwards all the way back to the goalkeeper.
The big Kiwi Mata is going to be on an island and trying to run onto some of these high bouncing turf balls.
Ball played up by Anderson, looking for Among. Just a little bit too much pace on that for the right forward. Among with 3 goals and assists so far this season. Looked lively. Dewsnip will restart things here at Zions Bank Stadium. Monarchs looking to tighten up a little bit, make themselves very difficult to break down.
It's a foul.
Mata, that relieves a lot of the pressure on the back line, gives those guys a bit of a breather. They appreciate that, a good hold-up play.
Maybe get some bodies forward on a set-piece opportunity is Jimmy Ockford trying to master the dark arts, if you will.
Kevin Salcedo, Aziel Orozco, and Kyle Adams make their way up. Milan Orlowski will whip this one in. Goes for goal instead, just over the bar. Nice idea by the attacker, Milan Orlowski, just a few feet over the bar, but he just caught the goalkeeper off his line and just maybe cheating a little bit towards that back post. But
yeah, I think he gesticulated after the play that he was trying to swing that far post, and slight deflection, in his opinion. Didn't see it there on the replay. It is quite windy here at Zions Bank Stadium. So
Anderson, the right back, closed down well by Brett Halsey. Good work there. Kevin Salcedo will throw this one back in. Salcedo's moved to that left back slot. Barry now with an opportunity to swing that wide. He does so to the dangerous Anderson. Back to Mayaka. Good work by the young man on loan from the Rapids. Zandi goes, plays it out, gets the ball back to Anderson. Swung back by Barry. He'll want that one back as Jeff Dusnip just lands on that ball. Tries to launch a counter attack here. He's got two up top. It's momentarily was 2-on-3.
Good read by Dustip, never relinquishing his position.
Halsey now held up by Mayaka, does a good job there. The central midfielder, and Switchbacks will start things off again. Played over the top, or in behind, I should say. Barry closed down by Kyle Adams, and another good save and grab by Dusnup. Malik Johnson with an opportunity to bring the ball out.
We haven't seen Malik on the ball very much here tonight, but could have some opportunities.
Bit of pace about him. Just the one goal, 3 assists so far this season for Malik. Comes inside now, he's looking for an option, but knows that options are going to be hard to find when you're a downer man. Neidigger with his first real meaningful touches, and you've got Davies now looking for an option in the box. He has two. Holds the ball up, tries to go outside, he does so. Swings that back in, not enough power there. Hodge does a good job to knock that forward up to Beckford, and now over, trying to get over the top to Among Orozco.
Yeah, Davis kind of got deep into the corner, and the deeper he went, the more limited his options became.
Orlowski now. Johnson. Johnson just on his heels there, wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, he gave up on the play when Davis lost it. He didn't see Malosky win it back and try to run him through.
Good option is that Michael Edwards, centre-back partner for Jimmy Ockford, likes to step out, bring the ball out, and start the attack very quickly. Nice, accurate passes from the centre-back. Turn over there now, Max Mata with an opportunity. He's able to lay that back to Milan Orlowski. Mata now. Looking to strike, he does so, but too far out, not enough pace, and good positioning by Sean Melvin to snuff that opportunity out. But some good play by Monarchs. They're starting to settle down a little bit.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen Mata try to force the issue a little more and at least get to the top of the box before pulling that trigger.
Ball played over the top. Among now, yes, just offside there. Good, intelligent run though. And
yeah, Kyle Adams though, he's been a yeoman back there, but he's starting to get beat behind. And yes, he's been rescued by the flag a couple times, but you clearly see what the switchback strategy is.
Adams will restart things from that offside. Finds Halsey. Back to Nidegger, the substitute. Salcedo held up a little bit, manages to clear his lines up over the halfway line, and Monarchs will just let that one run back. There's no point chasing that one down, as you're already down a man. You're going to be expending a lot more energy. Ball play through the middle now. Eckford comes inside, been lively, the winger, but he's had the ball nicked off his toe by Halsey, and Malik Johnson has an opportunity to stretch his legs. He goes through the middle. He'll go outside now to Halsey. Halsey, with too much on that, immediately puts his hands to his face after a disappointing cross there. Enter to win the Real Monarchs Text to Win contest. Each match will give you a keyword to text for your chance to win a pair of tickets to every single home match for the following month. Winners are randomly selected at the end of each month. So there's more games you watch, the more chances to win. Tonight's keyword is Monarchs. Text Monarchs to soccer 762237. Message and data rates may apply. Full complete set of rules. Visit realmonarchs.com/contest rules.
Yeah, Spencer, you're not eligible for that contest.
That's okay. I just use my credential and we'll get in. Eckford with an opportunity. Barry now takes a shot. Great block there by Kyle Adams. Been Johnny on the spot all night. But they are starting to find pockets of space, which is dangerous now for Monarchs. Switchbacks looking to really push the pace of the game. It'll be a throw into Monarchs, though, right in front of Jamerson Olave, former RSL number 4, right?
Yep, legend.
Yeah, absolute legend.
MLS Best 11 in 2010, alongside longtime teammate Nat Borchers, all-time leader in red cards in Major League Soccer history.
Legend. Marta just needed to look up there. He would have been able to find Ilowski, but nice idea between the two as they are outnumbered. Kyle Adams again gets the ball off of Among. Good work by Beckford, but he's played that too far in front of himself, and Orozco will clear that mess up. Johnson now. Davis. Muscled out of it there and really should just knock things out, but Barry, top of the box, looking to get in. He does so, plays it across now to Among, takes a shot, comes off of Adams. A little bit of ping ball in the middle of the box there, and they finally clear their lines. Max Mata will hold things up, plays the ball back, tries to take a shot there from Milan Ilowski, trying to chip the goalkeeper.
Yeah, this is the third time Ilowski's tried to take a literal 50-yard shot, and I do not understand. The goalkeeper is not off his line. He's at the top of the 6. You're not going to beat him from midfield. If he's at the top of the penalty box, maybe. If he's at the penalty spot, I don't know. Patience. I understand that the frantic defending does not necessarily lend itself to poise and patience and passing accuracy, but
Monarchs restart things. It'll be Kevin Salcedo with an opportunity to launch this ball in. Maybe get a couple of boys into the box as Max Mata makes a run. Ilowski at the top of the box, the corner. Lays it back to Halsey. Does a nice twist there. Tries to get it back out to Salcedo. That'll be a free kick for the Monarchs, and it's an opportunity for the big boys to come up from the back as they have an opportunity to swing this one into the penalty area. Maybe test goalkeeper Sean Melvin properly.
another set piece from about 30 yards out, maybe a little 35. But this is where the Monarchs are going to have to take advantage. A man down.
It's going to be swung in. Comes in towards the top of the box. Good punch by Sean Melvin. A nudge there. a couple of players down after the challenge. I think it's maybe Max Mata there.
Yeah, Ockford and Mata slammed into each other. Both are extremely slow to get up here and recover.
40 minutes gone, 0-0 still the score, Trey, and the Monarchs will be the happier of the two teams with the way things have played out, down to 10 men after 13 minutes after Julio Benitez's red card, but nice ball that came in there. And yeah, just a coming together, Mata with Sean Melvin.
It looked like Mata kind of ran into the keeper a little bit. I didn't see what happened to Ockford, but he was holding his leg. Yeah, you know, the Monarchs have gone 27 minutes now. A man down.
We'll take another look at that, Trey. Ball swung in beautifully. Lovely looking free kick. And yeah, just a coming together. Maybe the knee just right at the bottom of the back there. Still on the ground. Those ones aren't the most comfortable. But he's back to his feet now. Good to see. Guys on the sideline just getting a couple of instructions from head coach Harmison Olave. Friday, October 27th is the last regular season home game for the Monarchs as they battle the Rio Grande Valley FC Toros. Come cheer on the boys and take advantage of our family pack special. 4 tickets and 4 beanies for just $36. Call 844-REAL-TIX. That's 4 tickets and 4 beanies for $36. Call 844-REAL-TIX. Everybody back in. Max Mata looking to come back on immediately after some treatment on the sideline there, Trey. Just temporarily down to 9 men.
Yeah, Mata's going to be the tip of the spear here for the foreseeable future.
Anderson now on the left flank. Switch sides. Find Among. Tries to get around Davies, but Davies does a very good job to close things down, clears his lines. Mata back into the action. Johnson. Almost went around Adam.
No.
Green. Referee looks like he's overruled the assistant
well
referee.
settled there by Malik, and he almost had a nice breakaway.
Mayaka plays it too short, trying to find Barry. Mata now to Johnson. Halsey, good idea. Nice little combination. Davis now with an opportunity to move forward.
This is the simple kind of one-touch passing we've seen a lot from the Monarchs this year.
Ball played over the top. Nice idea. Miloski just held up there. Just loses out in the end. Nice idea. Did all the hard work.
Yeah.
He just needed to lay it off. Maybe with an extra man, they would have been able to do that. But switchbacks, again, as you would expect, flying on the counter-attack. Beckford on this right-hand side now. Tries to get into Barry. Just a nudge there on Christian Neidegger. Be a free kick to Monarchs. Just a couple of minutes left. Dusnip with an opportunity to clear his lines. Nice long free kick to ease some of that pressure if he can find the head of the big Kiwi up front, Mata. Ball goes long, he does look for Mata. Mayaka with a header all the way back. Sean Melvin just a little bit slow off his line there as he was closed down, but managed to get his hands on the ball. Torres now just rolls the ball forward. Switch by Edwards over to Anderson. Bobby Davis has been really good on that right-hand side. Gets the ball back and looks for Johnson will find him. He holds on to the ball. Halsey held up as well. Closed down quickly by Colorado Springs. Almost turned over there, but Neidegger's in a good position just to clear things. And Marta may have got a nudge there, but they'll start the attack again with Beckford looking to swing the ball into the box. But nobody there apart from the head of Haziel Orozco. Torres. Zandy and Mayaka will chip that one over, looking for the run of Beckford, but as we've seen a lot of times, those tall centre backs for the Monarchs have been in great positions.
Yeah, you better be precise if you're trying to go over Salcedo's head.
Ball now with Barry. Be 5 minutes of added time there. Johnson trying to hold on to things, but he turns the ball over. Ball shot comes in right down Dusnip's neck, and that'll be stoppage time. Is brought to you by America First Credit Union. America First Credit Union has the financial products and services you need to take care of yourself, your family, or your business. Marta trying to hold that ball up, but just a flick of the foot there, isn't able to get that under control, and it'll be a throw into Monarchs. Salcedo, as we said, moved to that left back role after the Monarchs went down to 10 men. Mayaka wins the header, but only to a Monarchs player, and Brett Halsey. Sorry, Milan Oloski.
Yeah, Halsey and Oloski have both been active. They're reading the game well. They're not taking particularly good care of the ball.
Execution hasn't been quite there, but a handball there by Johnson, right there in the center circle. Anderson now finds Barry, back to Hodge. Anderson will now drive through, tries to go through the legs of Davies. Davies closes the wickets quickly and knocks that out for a throw-in. Maybe a couple more minutes. There's been a couple of injuries, obviously the red card added. That's why there's so many minutes in the first half added.
Yeah, for the Monarchs, you just got to get to halftime with the clean sheet.
Zandy goes all the way back to Torres. Torres will now switch sides to Anderson, the dangerous Sebastian Anderson. Held up by Bodie. Davies, who nice cross, but really just too far out for anyone. Finds Beckford. Beckford takes a strike. Nice right-handed save there by Dusnip, going right across his goal there. And that'll be another corner for Monarchs. But again, Dusnip has been very, very good and active off of his line tonight as well.
Yeah, that's the kind of athletic, acrobatic save that we've come to expect from Jeff.
Ball comes in. Only falls to the feet of Brett Halsey. He gets around one. Beckford has got a plenty of pace to get back on side. He's looking for an option as he looks up. He does so.
The right play.
Adams will chip that one forward. Finds Johnson. Now Neidegger. Marta, and this is very well worked by the Monarchs. Iloski now. Got two in front of him. Too much pace on that by Iloski. Annoyed at himself there, you can see. But Neidegger, nice run from deep there. Carried on that overlapping run, just needed a better ball.
Yeah, the ideas have been great. The execution has been mediocre. Switchbacks would love nothing more than to nick one here in the final 90 seconds of added time. Let's try to see if they can open the floodgates in the second half against a presumably tired 10-man team.
Annoyance there by Barry. He's getting a little frustrated. The 2022 Monarchs season tickets are now on sale. Get yours. Get them now. Call 844-REAL-TICKS. Nice long throw in there to Halsey. Held up there. Gets away with one. Salcedo will just bump that up, but Oxford will win that easily in the air, and that'll pretty much do it. for the first half. But they carry on. Beckford now up the top of the box. Salcedo does a good job of blocking. And
Great step by
my
Salcedo.
word, Mayaka with a shot there, side foot shot. Plenty of distance out there. Had Dusnip just scrambling across his goal there. It'll go out for a goal kick. And yeah, just they play it out. I think it's Beckford that's down. Been lively has Deshane Beckford, who's had 5 goals, 7 assists on the season. Looked innocuous, maybe a
Yeah, I think it was a nice step there by Salcedo. Sometimes the boots get stuck in the turf, and a bit of a chilly night, you get a little stinger in your ankle.
Looks like he's back to his feet. He'll be okay to carry on. Just adds a little bit more time to the stoppage clock. Dusnip to restart things from a goal kick. See the Switchbacks head coach just telling the players to tighten things up in the center of the park, just to make a block there. Held up by Mata, nice take there.
Yeah.
Just not enough pace in there, and Torres will get a hold of that, and now Michael Edwards will burst forward, the other centre back. Plenty of pace and purpose about him. Now Zandi will go to the top of the box. He'll swing that in. Orozco will get that off the top of his head. Anderson will get around 2, and that's just a body, and that'll be a penalty right in injury time.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Bodie Davis has been really good all night in that right back role. Comes across, knows that Anderson is dangerous, and just hangs out a leg. And like all good players would do, is when the contact's made.
Yeah, you fall like a ton of bricks, so the legs out. Bit of embellishment. Yes, the contact was there. You could see that happening as soon as the deflection comes.
Haji Barry with an opportunity there. So Anderson gets the ball under control. He cuts, and it's just Davis just hanging that leg
there.
out. And Anderson went over that outstretched leg. It'll be Haji Barry looking to make it 25 goals on the season and equaling the USL Championship record. He steps up, strikes, good save by Dusnip! Superb work by the young goalkeeper, and
that's
keeps the Monarchs on it, in it.
Ball don't lie situation.
Superb save.
Phenomenal from Dusnip.
And that was the last kick of the first half here at Zions Bank Stadium. You look at this again, well struck, but it's kind of down the middle of the goal. Dusnip just kept his eyes on the ball, guessed the right way. Obviously somebody gave him a heads up about where to go, and Mirza, the goalkeeper coach, comes up and gives him all the love that he deserves.
Mirza.
We're going to head to a break.
Following in the tradition of Nick Raimondo and David Ochoa.
We're going to head to a break. We'll be back after these messages.
Tonight's halftime show is presented by America First Credit Union. America First is proud to be the official credit union of the Real Monarchs. Whatever you need for whatever matters most, America First is here to help. By MarketStar, explore something more at MarketStar. Visit marketstar.com for careers. And by Les Olson and Sharp, dominate the pitch with an agile workflow. Equip your Sharp office with brilliant professional monitors, cutting-edge collaboration boards, and state-of-the-art multi-function copiers with Alexa-enabled voice commands. Sharp and the Les Olson Company, official office technology partners of the Real Monarchs.
You are the sunrise waking my day.
I miss you guys.
You are the moonlight shining my way. This is where I call home.
It's never been more true. We take care of Utah like Utahns take care of each other. University of Utah Health.
When you're a member of America First Credit Union, the only dream that matters to us is the one that matters to you. So whatever you need to reach your goals, we'll be right there beside you to help you grow your business and bring your vision to life. Because the only dream that matters to us is yours, truly.
Rule the playground. Toyota, let's go places.
The best line of defense against the virus is getting the vaccine.
Take your shot.
Tomar la vacuna.
Let's get back in the game.
Volvamos al juego.
Get vaccinated.
Vacúnate.
For yourself.
For your teammates.
For tu compañero de equipo.
For your family.
And for the community.
For information on getting vaccinated, visit coronavirus.utah.gov.
I think that only when we personally connect with a place do we truly gain the power to protect it.
There's a story behind the sceneries. There's a story behind the place, and there's a story coming from the original people that live here.
These places are special. There's something different about them. We have to keep them that way.
Let it take hold of you. Let it have some say on how you operate in the world.
Atlas Disposal is dedicated to preserving the spaces we share.
We also understand the importance of sustaining our resources.
We're proud to bring our operations to Utah with technologies like zero-emission vehicles and a new recycling system coming to Rio Tinto Stadium starting in 2020.
Together, we can keep Utah beautiful and sustainable for generations to come.
Today, as you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
Hey y'all, can we change up the chores?
Sorry, it's up to the wheel, man.
Oh yeah?
Hey, change the channel back.
Sorry, it's up to the wheel.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
Around it comes Fox. Solignat, the back heel in! What a goal!
It. Luna is shot into the back goal.
Kuramoto has won it for OKC Energy FC. Oh, that is a brilliant goal from the substitute.
Today, as you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
It's coverage of Real Monarchs here at Zions Bank Stadium, 0-0 at halftime with Colorado Switchbacks, Colorado Springs Switchbacks, I should say. I'm with EVP of Soccer Operations, Rob Zarkos for Real Salt Lake and the Monarchs. A wild first 45 minutes, a 13th minute red card, and then a deep in injury time penalty save by your wonderful youngster in Jeff Dusnap. Your thoughts initially on that first 45?
Yeah, it was a bit undisciplined, I'd say. But look, I mean, that's what this team's about. Get these kids minutes, teach them how to play, teach them how to come up big in the struggle, and I think that's what they had to do. I mean, if you watch a replay, I think Julio's red card was deserved, very undisciplined, 2 feet up. But then, you know, Jeff came back, you know, at the end, came up big with that save. And, you know, like how many saves did he have? 7 or 8 in that half? So, you know, they locked it down. They did well. And, you know, like, I think this is a challenge that they've risen to, and that's what you like to see.
So switching gears slightly, obviously, it's not been, I guess, the successful season that we saw in 2019 by any stretch of the imagination, but we've seen a lot of academy kids come up and get valuable experience. Just tell us your thoughts on, again, the kids that have come up and the continued plan and the philosophy of this club and the Monarchs as a stepping stone.
Yeah, I mean, let's argue what success is, right? On the field and the results, absolutely. We need to see them do better. I think success breeds success in that sense. On the other hand, look how many 15, 16, 17-year-old players we've played, players that went on to win the MLS Next U15 Cup have played up here. You've got players signed to the first team that are getting valuable minutes. Jeff Dusnip has almost 30 games under his belt, and he's just turned 17. I mean, he's a kid that we have high hopes for in the future with the first team. So, yeah, of course we'd like to relive the 2019 history and past and success. But we really went into this year realizing that the global game has changed. I mean, you're seeing a lot of 18 to 22-year-olds break through Europe and do very well, and we have a farmhouse here that's incredible, so let's get these kids minutes. You know, I'd argue maybe we didn't quite get it right with all the young internationals, which was a new kind of model for us, but we'll continue to go big after that and continue the model. I think it's going to be very successful, and hopefully next year we come out and make a run.
When it comes to obviously the opportunities that are given to these young players, it's not just about, as you said, about results, winning championships. It's teaching these young men how to be professionals. And obviously with Arnold at the academy, doing the right things right now, giving them a little bit of a taste here and there with the Monarchs, and then taking them back down to the academy just so they can apply what they've learned with Hamas and Olave. How vital is that moving forward as well?
Yeah, 100%. We always say we don't mind seeing a kid fail when they come up, right? Because that's the lesson, to come up, see what the level's like, go back down, work on the things that they need to work on, and do that, and then come back again, right? You're going to see kids come up and down a bunch. You know, the hard part is keeping them mentally motivated and understanding it's not failure to go back down, in the sense that we're testing you out, we're seeing what you can do. Let's go back down, work on those things. So that is the absolute major thing we need to do is get them into professional games younger and know what they need to work on.
We're going to head to another break. You're listening to Real Monarchs coverage here on ESPN+.
Rule the playground. Toyota, let's go places.
You are the sunrise waking my day. I miss you guys. You are the moonlight shining my way. This is where I call home.
It's never been more true. We take care of Utah like Utahns take care of each other. University of Utah Health.
Fearless Disposal is dedicated to preserving the spaces we share.
We also understand the importance of sustaining our resources.
We're proud to bring our operations to Utah with technologies like zero-emission vehicles and a new recycling system coming to Rio Tinto Stadium starting in 2020.
Together, we can keep Utah beautiful and sustainable for generations to come.
Welcome back into Real Monarchs coverage here on ESPN Plus and the KSL TV app. RSL looking to Team of the Week here. You'll see up on your screen right now, Jordan Farr, Josh Brack, Mark Seegers. Some really good players there. Alejandro Guido, Leo Torres, obviously, of the Monarchs, which is a massive being in Team of the Week. But Dane Kelly is your forward and Team of the Week, the star player there. He's the player of the week. Leo Torres, though, unfortunately having to go out after 22, 23 minutes here. USL news and notes among Boost Switchbacks, among Provide stoppage time winner. Again, Colorado 2 points from the playoff berth. Doing very well. That tonight's opponents, obviously, New Mexico edges ahead. They're doing pretty well as well. San Diego Loyal is someone to keep an eye on. Landon Donovan's team there. And Phoenix continues to rise. 6-3 victory over Las Vegas. No real surprises there. It's with Quinn tied with 11 league assists so far. Trey, you know, very, very well put it together team.
Yeah, and let's send some well wishes out to New Mexico United and former RSL family man, Big Devin Sandoval, his wife Kristen, always thinking of them. Big Dev's been doing great things down there to launch the USL in Albuquerque. Found out he had a couple blood clots in his heart, had one removed. Dealing with the other one. His season is over, but everybody here in Utah wishing nothing but the best, sending nothing but the best to the Sandoval family, Peter Trevisani, and all of New Mexico United. Kind of we very much feel a kinship with all of them, and especially with Big Dev.
No changes at the half for either team by the looks of it. We're about ready to kick off as the Monarchs look to hold on, buoyed on by a wonderful penalty save in first half injury time by Jeff Dusnip to keep things level. Down to 10 men after 13 minutes. Julio Benitez with a late lunge, catching Jose Torres, number 7 for Switchbacks, and just made their life difficult. Nidegger's come on and done pretty well. Unfortunately, that did mean the end of Monarchs Player of the Week, in Team of the Week, I should say, last week with Leo Torres and 2 goals having to come to the bench with looking a little bit more stability in the middle of the park, and Nidegger's done a good job so far. Monarchs start again. There will be Eloski trying to get in behind. He does so, looking for an option in the box, and he goes down in the penalty area, just outside, the referee says. Great driving run by Eloski. That's a yellow card, though, for Tristan Hodge.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that one back, because that felt like that was continuation into the box there.
Here's another look.
We'll take a look. Great driving run, as you can see, by Milan Eloski. And yeah, that's right on the line. It probably just about right when it comes to where the free kick will be taken, just outside of the penalty area. But another opportunity for the Monarchs to swing this ball into the box with the big guys coming up. Adams, Salcedo. We'll see Orozco in there as well. He's good in the air. Looking to swing this one in.
Big chance here for the shorthanded Monarchs.
Bielowski over the ball. Goes low, goes right the back post. Kyle Adams scores!
Wow. Another shorthanded goal. Second week in a row for Jamison Olave's side. What grit, what determination, what optimism.
That's his
for
first
Real
goal.
Monarchs.
His first goal for the Monarchs. Kyle Adams, the Kiwi captain for the Monarchs. Just really Johnny on the spot there. The ball came right the way through the goal, came through so many legs and bodies.
Well, he's been frantic with his recovery defending all night long, battling here in the box, and the ball just finds him Barry unable to keep Adams away from the ball. Far post. And like you said, Spencer, his first goal. What a fantastic sequence of events.
Huge for the Monarchs. And as we've seen, they've played a lot better since they've been eliminated from the playoffs. A lot of freedom there for the young men. Ball now immediately at the top of the Monarchs area as Switchbacks look to get back on level terms immediately. But Halsey is able to get the ball under control. Johnson now spins his man, looks for an option in front of him, finds Mata. Wanted him to continue his run there. He apologizes, does Johnson. Maybe caught on his heels a couple of times here, Trey, where he could have.
Yeah, just a bit of a lack of communication, maybe cohesion and chemistry there, especially in a 10-man setup.
Good idea by Zandi to play a 1-2 with Beckford, but just too much pace on the ball for the speedy wide man. That'll go out for a goal kick to the Monarchs.
And Haji Berry there was 1 goal away from the new USL record. Jeff Dewsnip, a massive save to keep the score level at halftime. And here in the opening seconds of the second half, captain, center back Kyle Adams putting a 10-man Real Monarchs up 1-0 over the playoff seed chasing Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
Ball cleared. It will be up to Iloski. He was driving run, initially won that free kick. A lovely ball in for the go-ahead goal. Headed out by Davis for a throw-in on the far side to Switchbacks. It's, as you would expect, a lot more frantic and a lot more pressure and pace about the Switchbacks as they look to get back on level terms. Fighting for that second position in the Mountain Division. Beckford now into the box. He's held up, but he gets around another challenge, and Adams again will knock that out for a corner.
Kyle Adams, the man of the moment. He's been everywhere since the 13th minute red card.
Ball's played in top of the box to Zandy. Zandy with a bit of space. He'll drive in. He'll get around one. He'll put that through and comes through off the back of a Monarchs player and out safely to a Switchbacks man midfield. Mayaka. Cleared again by Neidegger. Be a throw in just by Hamas and Alave. Michael Edwards. Now to Hodge. Mayaka. Beckford crosses that ball, does well there. Zandy held up by Adams. And that'll go out for another corner on this near side.
Yeah, Adams went to ground there, won the ball, but spins off him, out for the corner.
Opportunity to swing this in. They go short. Anderson will swing this towards the back post. One by Mata. Good save by Dewsnip there. Wasn't really a ton of pace on the shot by Hodge, but he was alert, the young goalkeeper. And the Monarchs win a free kick. Looks like Barry went down a little too easily and handled the ball and gets a free kick. Sorry, it'll be Hodge. My apologies. As that ball came off of Hodge's foot, you felt that it was going to nestle into the back of the net, but Dewsnip was alert, pushes that ball wide, and it was a handball by Hodge. And Dewsnip will look to restart things here at Zions Bank Stadium. Long ball up. Another free kick won by Max Mata, and that's exactly what he is there for at this moment in time. The point man, almost an old-fashioned number 9, holding the ball up, winning the ball, and looking to lay it off to others around him. He's going to be isolated, as you mentioned, Trey, in the first half. It's going to continue for the rest of this game, for however long he's on the field. But he's going to be a vital component to this defending of the lead.
Well, you got to think, as this scoreline might hold, as this game goes on, Colorado is going to become more and more desperate. could open up some transition opportunities for the shorthanded side.
Edwards will bring this one out. Finds Beckford now. Drives forward. Swings the ball towards the top of the area. Held up though, and good work by Davis. And now Eloski will drive inside, looking for Mata. Gets around another challenge, but just ran it a little too far, and Mayaka does a good job to roll that back to Melvin. Long ball now, finds Beckford, the ever dangerous Beckford, held up by Salcedo. Couple of step overs, will cross that, will find a Barry there, and he launches that ball over the bar. Good pressure from Orozco, but it'll be a goal kick too.
Yeah, another ball just taking deflections and spinning off bodies in the box, potentially dangerous, but there's Barry skying it high over the bar.
'22 season tickets are on sale now. Get the best seats for the best price in the stadium, plus an annual gift, member-only event invites, and a 20% discount at the team store by visiting rsl.com today. That's Real season tickets. All played a little bit of pinball in the middle of the park now. Halsey will put pressure under Beckford. He tries to control it, but just comes off his shin, and there'll be a throw-in to the Switchbacks. Correction, it is Haji Barry with 25 goals on the season. He's already equaled the record. That penalty miss, if he'd have scored, would have been the record. Still plenty of time for the forward. Zandi now tries to get around Orozco, but players brought back with a foul on the far side. We're on the touchline there. Johnson just getting a talking to from the referee.
The good news for Coach Alave is they have plenty of speed on the field for Monarchs. They can obviously cover a lot of ground in a short period of time on the counter. We'll see as the game goes on if they get more conservative.
So it'll be Anderson over the ball. As we mentioned, 6 assists on the season for the attacking fullback. Swing this one in. Finds the fist of Dusnup, who punches it straight up, but he's got Salcedo and Halsey just to knock that out. Maybe relieve a little bit of pressure there.
A little sloppy. Don't want to invite unnecessary opportunities here for...
Halsey's just getting a little talking to from the referee there, Trey, and the reason being is that he, even though the ball was out, he decided to kick the ball into the stands, just to time waste a little bit. They restart things. Torres out to Hodge. Back to Torres. Beckford now. Beckford with the opportunity to drive. He does, but he's held up by Salcedo, who...
Gobbled up again by Salcedo.
Very good, the big centre-back, alongside Adams, the captain. Both have been good. Michael Edwards will drive forward. Does overlapping run now. Beckford will swing this in, tries to find Among. Now to Anderson. Anderson will drive inside, top of the area. Mayaka will go wide again. Beckford strikes. Good save by Dusnup. That ball bobbled and spun its way all the way to the young goalkeeper, and get a safe pair of hands there to gobble that one up. Slight deflection off of Salcedo, as you can see, there may have caused a little bit of an issue, but young goalkeepers looks like he's going from strength to strength. Would expect to see him in RSL colours in the near future at some point.
Yeah, like Rob Zarco said at halftime, you're seeing These guys grow before our eyes over the 2021 season. Jeff Dustump getting this much action under his belt. Very poised. Phenomenal performance up the spine here for the Real Monarchs tonight.
Good
Dustump,
block there.
Adams.
Good block there. I think that was Halsey. Not shirking his defensive duties, but it'll be another corner for the Switchbacks. On this near side, still 1-0 to the Monarchs. Over the Switchbacks. Short corner play to Anderson. Anderson will swing this in, but he's closed down very quickly. Blocked again by Halsey, who does very well again. Sorry, Milanowski. Just tried to play that around. Thought it may have come off a hand there, but it looks like it came off the face off of Beckford. And the training staff come on again, Trey. They've had a few injuries and a few knocks, and rightly so. Bringing on the athletic staff to check on those guys. But that was a ball right to the face there, and that was a, we'll say a pumped ball into the face, but it was certainly looking to play the ball over the top, so it was played with plenty of pace. Monarchs take an opportunity to come over to the sideline and get some fluids on board. Done a lot of running and chasing so far.
Dustump credited with only 7 saves right now.
Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportamerica.com. Long ball played by Adams, looking for Mata. Held up a little bit, but he's strong enough. The big key win. Finally wins that free kick. John Matto blowing his whistle, pointing in favor of the Monarchs.
Bit of a heavy whistle here in the second half. No flow in the first 15 minutes.
Halsey not impressed with Mayaka, maybe holding on to his arm there, but it's all part and parcel of professional soccer. Ball comes in, one header by Kyle Adams, gets there in front of Melvin. I think that was Mata. Bit of a recycle play. Ball comes back into the box. Mata.
Oh, wow.
Great save by Melvin. Mata will want that one back.
Yeah, flag stayed down.
Thought for sure he was going to be offside, but Mata really kicking himself there. First of all, wins the initial header by Kyle Adams. Coming together between goalkeeper and number 63, Mata. He gets himself back onside. Lovely control, but the ball just won't drop. And then you've got Sean Melvin. He makes himself humongous in the middle of the park. He makes a great point-blank save. Good work by the Switchbacks goalkeeper.
Also nice...
Driving forward. Elowski now brought down top of the area. No,
nothing.
Referee says nothing. They start another counter-attack. Two comings together, and the referee says nothing.
I did want to give credit on the earlier sequence to the far side linesman, Spencer, for keeping his flag down and recognizing that the Switchbacks left back kept Mata on, and despite Melvin's protestations.
It'll be Torre coming in for Mayaka, an attacker for a central midfielder that looks like they're going to go all out here and add a little bit more pace and attacking prowess as they chase this game. Obviously with the fact that Monarchs are down to 10 men. There's an opportunity, there's probably gaps created. Obviously no altitude issues with Colorado Springs. So there'll be a restart there. Torre with 3 goals on the season so far. Long clearance by Dusnap. Too far in front of Mata as Oxford wins that, but he'll get the return ball. Oloski will get that ball, plays it through. Mata, top of the box. He's pushed out wide by Oxford. He's managed to get the ball across. But can't quite find Oloski, and Michael Edwards will knock that out for a corner kick on this near side. 62 minutes gone on the clock. Monarchs leading a 1-0. That'll be a throw in, my apologies. Lost the flight of the ball. It'll be Salcedo. Been comfortable since he switched from the centre-back role to the left-back role. Launches that ball in over the top. Mata will drop that big, and Oloski tries to catch it on the half volley. Thought there might be a handball in there. Oloski wanted it. Switchbacks will get the ball and throw in on that far side. Mata with a control. And the ball.
Definite handball.
Right. I mean, it's point blank range, hands down by the side.
Under the new interpretation of rules, there really isn't an interpretation. That's a clear handball.
Nice driving run by Beckford. Can't get around Salcedo. And Halsey does a great job. Gets the ball under control, chips that through. Looks to come inside. He hasn't got an option.
Oh.
Holds it up too long.
How do you...
Tried to play the ball to Milan Oloski, Trey, but just delayed it 2 or 3 seconds. And that led to a defensive reset by Switchbacks. Nice ball by Barry. Ball chipped out. Only as far as Hodge. Start the attack again, and Barry has now moved into more of a number 10 role. Torre right in front of him. Looked to play off the shoulder there, but good work again defensively by the Monarchs. And Neidinger will drive forward. Only got a couple of options, too much pace there surely, but no, Mats will find it. He gets around the keeper, but he hasn't got enough pace, and Edwards is absolutely rapid, but he can't quite clear his lines. I should say Oxford there, Edwards is right beside him. He then finally clears his lines, and there's an opportunity for the counter for Switchbacks. But a great looking ball, thought it was far too much pace by Neidinger, but it held up
very
nicely.
yeah.
A confident Mato may have gone for the lob over the goalkeeper. Barry now driving forward, looking for Among, top of the area. Good, strong work by Adams, and Dusnap comes off his line to claim that ball.
Buckle up your seatbelts here, Spencer. This game is only going to get even more frantic.
Long ball by Dusnap. Oloski now tries to spin Edwards. Doesn't have, I should say Halsey, my apologies. Getting those two mixed up all night long. Torres now. Barry. We've got a couple of subs coming up for Switchbacks. Neidinger with the ball at feet. He'll go long to clear his lines. Dylan Sun, a former Rapids man. Looks like he's coming in for Anderson. Top of the box now. Johnson will swing that ball out wide. Ball to Oloski. Held up, looking for some support there. He's kind of on an island on that left wing. Rolls around, goes through the wickets. And Zandi will go down under pressure. He's going to be one of the players to come out. Lewis coming in, number 77. And as we mentioned, Dylan Cerna.
Zach Zandi and Sebastian Anderson will be the players coming off for Colorado.
Nice work by Milanowski. You can tell that he's a cut above a little bit with regards to some of the technical ability that he has. Hasn't quite come off at times throughout the first 67 minutes, but he's certainly a danger man.
Number 27, Sebastian Anderson.
Dangerous Sebastian Anderson going off. I think it's very good. Zach Zandi was a little bit quiet. For Andre Lewis to provide a little bit more impetus there.
We'll see how the shorthanded Monarchs, now going on 55 minutes, a man down, react to the fresh legs from Colorado.
First time ball, trying to find Toure and Among, but it's cleared easily. Pressure's definitely there now. Michael Edwards.
The line of confrontation for the Monarchs has seemed to regress here a little bit in the last 10 minutes.
Roscoe will close things down, but it's a quick throw in from Switchbacks. Barry now, top of the box, looking to play in Toure, but he's beaten to the ball by Adams.
Adams just got cleared out after the play. Little shin on shin violence.
Ball in the back cold comes in, but another clearance by Neidegger. Held up. Toure now. And a great big clearance by Salcedo up to the halfway line. And the referee is getting an earful from Kyle Adams. With sights set on home field advantage, El Paso Locomotive welcomes an OKC Energy side looking to remain in the playoff hunt. It's El Paso and OKC Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Deportes. Be a free kick to the Monarchs. A couple of times that Monarchs players have been caught late. Kyle Adams, obviously, as the captain, making sure his voice is heard with the referee. Dusnup will restart. Hodge will win that one. Switch of play to Halsey on this left flank. Managed to get the ball under control and spin it back to Olowski. Just a little bit too far away to get around Ockford, but a good work by Davies. Johnson just can't get a hold of the ball. Some questionable decision-making by these young men. When it's easy to go forward, they decide to go back, but it's all part of the learning curve.
Halsey always just one touch, 1 inch off.
Beckford now driving forward, goes inside. We'll find Barry. My apologies. We'll find Beckford. Beckford takes a shot. Great save by Dusnick.
What a save.
Neidegger will continue, will finish off the clearance there, but living on the edge there are the Monarchs. Edwards will chip over again. Looking to find the head there, but again, Jeff Dusnick has been really well quick off his line all night long.
Rare misread, rare misplay there by Kyle Adams, the man of the hour, but Jeff Dusnup with his 8th save. Right man, right place, right time, just like he was on that penalty kick in the 45+5 of the first half.
Ball now to Halsey, looking to switch flanks, looking to find Malik Johnson. Nice idea, but not enough pace on there. That'll make its way all the way back to Melvin. Things restart, and Beckford is over the halfway line. He's got plenty of green in front of him. He's got Salcedo in front of him, looking to go inside. He does so. Finds Toure, but Salcedo wins the ball and will clear his lines. Balls goes out in front of the Monarchs bench. Ockford. Hodge. Now Barry. Still looking for that go-ahead all-time single season record, I should say. Easy to say.
Yeah, the Monarchs kind of in a 4-3-2 setup here.
Beckford goes inside and decides not to take on Salcedo. Knows that he's had a tough night up against Salcedo.
Colorado probing around the edges, looking for that incisive, difference-making pass.
Clearance by Nidegger. He's been in the right place since he's come on. Done a good job in that defensive midfield role since Benitez's red card. Good turnover there. Monarchs drive forward. It's Orlowski. Just ball gets caught up in the turf a little bit and will finally win that free kick. Merest of touches. Smart play by the number 23 to alleviate some of that pressure that had been building in the defensive half for the Monarchs. Adams wants to play it quickly, but not enough movement in front of him, so he holds on to the ball. Mata will more than likely be the target if they go long. Referee, I think, is just making a point to Barry of where he wants him to stand and where he wants the ball to be. Adams will chip the ball forward, looking for Mata. Wins the header, but he doesn't have anybody around him. That will drop to Edwards, who'll clear his lines. Now Barry, middle of the park. Will drive forward across the halfway line. Will go out wide to Beckford. An opportunity there to get the ball into the box, but he again will only find the foot of Salcedo. Top of the box now. Andre Lewis plays it nicely. Dylan Cerna was on the chase there. And Def Dusnip again flying off his line tray and wins a goal kick.
Yeah, wins the goal kick, playing it off of the Colorado player at the end, Cerna, as judged by the referee, who continues to insert himself into every single event of this match.
Dusnip into the book. Time wasting there by the young goalkeeper. As we move into 75th minute, not the worst idea by the young goalkeeper, but I think there's going to be something that happens quite often for the rest of the game, as the Monarchs protect a 1-goal lead. Down to 10 men. They have been since the 13th minute.
As mentioned before, yellow card, Jeff Dusnip, time wasting.
Flick on by Mata. Was hoping to find Orlowski. Ball played long over the top. Salcedo with the back header will find Johnson. And great as Salcedo all game long. Johnson over the halfway line now. He's got 3 for company. Will hold on to the ball. Gets a kick in the ankles and wins a free kick. Good job.
60 minutes have passed since the red card for Real Monarchs, and Malik Johnson, Kevin Saucedo, Kyle Adams, Brett Halsey have rarely stepped a foot. Stepped a foot wrong here as the yellow card comes out on the switchbacks.
Yeah, Torrey with the clip on the ankles of Malik Johnson.
Yellow card caution issued to the switchbacks. Number 37, Mantua Torre.
Orlowski over the free kick. The big guys up from the back again. Just waiting for this free kick to be taken. A little jostling in the box there. Ball swung in towards the back post. Easily won by Switchbacks. Enter to win the Real Monarchs Text to Win contest. Each match will give you a keyword to text for your chance to win a pair of tickets every single home match for the following month. Winners are randomly selected at the end of each month, so the more games you watch, the more chances to win. Tonight's keyword is Monarchs. Text Monarchs to soccer 762237. Message and data rates may apply. For a full list of set of rules, visit realmonarchs.com/contest rules. Barry now dropping deeper and deeper to get that ball as his role has changed. He's not the point man anymore. He's trying to find those pockets of space and get an opportunity to get a crack in on goal. Cerner now will drive on the outside of Davis. Crosses it towards the far post. Salcedo will win that header over the head of the goalkeeper. Neidegger will finish off the clearance there, but it's still at the top of the area. Turned over by Lewis. Good work by Mata, who wins another free kick to alleviate the pressure. And it's all Monarchs and how sensible and how mature these young players have been in adversity as they come up against a very, very good Switchbacks team.
Yeah, I'm sure that wasn't Saucedo's preferred clearance location, but the resistance is real here in suburban Salt Lake City.
All played up by Dusnip to Mata. Can't hold on to the ball though. Cerner will drop back and pull that out to the left back roll, but switch it back inside to his centre backs. And that'll be Torres that will drive forward. Beckford now on the right hand side, looking to swing this in immediately. He'll switch his flanks. We'll find Cerner out to Lewis. Hodge. Edwards. Back into Torres. Looks to find the head. A great drop back and followed the ball in. Good work by Bodie Davis there to be aware of his surroundings.
Yeah, a little unlucky not to get the full counter, but again, great composure here from 10-man Monarchs.
Edwards over the halfway line as we head to the 80th minute. Still 1-0 Monarchs. Swung in by Beckford, but that'll come off the back of Johnson for another corner to Switchbacks.
I feel like the Switchbacks are still keeping two guys back with Mata unnecessarily. And if they want to get a point or even the full 3 out of this game, they need to start sending more bodies forward.
Ball comes in, but it will only find the head of Salcedo. Torres. Into Cerner, gets the ball through the legs of Salcedo, but great work by Orozco to tidy things up, but his clearance doesn't find a Monarchs man, but he closes down Lewis immediately, and that'll be a throw in on this near side.
Great defensive play, just got to clear the ball. You can't get too cute with it in this situation.
Cerner now, swing this into the box, goes long, finds Beckford, wins the header. Top of the box now, but it'll be Barry, tries to spin. Now Lewis, good work by Monarchs to hold firm there. Halsey, a little lucky there, and
4 on 2.
Neidegger gets the ball to Halsey, he plays it in beautifully. It's Zalowski. Top of the box, looking for an option in the box, but it'll come off a Switchback's legs, and it'll be a corner for Monarchs and a great counter.
Well, you can see how exhausted the Monarchs players are, but on a 4v2 break, Zalowski waited just a hair too long to whip that cross in. Did win the corner, and valuable seconds will continue to tick off the clock here, Spencer.
Zalowski will be the man that's over the ball. Mata's in the box, Malik Johnson's in the box. None of the centre-backs have made their way up, so they'll go short. Get around, try to chip that towards the top of the box. He does so, but can't find a Monarchs jersey, and Beckford will miscontrol there as he had plenty of green in front of him to really put Monarchs on their heels. And he had a little bit of pressure off, allowed a little bit of pressure off, I should say, for the Monarchs. Johnson. Closed down by Beckford. Will be another
Monarchs throw.
Throw in. There'll be a couple more substitutions for Switchbacks. Be Etchi coming on. Echeverria, Stevie Echeverria, midfielder. And that Matt Mahoney looks like he's coming on as well. Header won by Michael Edwards. Mahoney coming in for Tristan Hodge by the looks of it. That'll be the end of Beckford, who I think has been a solid player. He's
just running out of gas.
Run out of gas there, and to be honest with you, Salcedo has had his number for the last, since the second half started, since he switched flanks, really. Certainly was busy enough, but Etchi is another player that
entering the match, number 5, Matt Mahoney.
Could be a danger man as he goes straight up top. Torrey goes out wide. Ball swung in. Carl Adams wins the header. Mata will get the ball under control, but he can only loop it up. We'll find Johnson. He'll drive forward, but he's closed down by Lewis. Barry now. Bit of space. The RSL's allowing Switchbacks to have the ball around their own half. Ball comes in. Dangerous looking ball from Lewis.
That's good service.
Mata will win that one and knocks the ball back to Johnson. He'll switch flanks. Looking for Iloski. He'll find Halsey. An opportunity to drive the ball forward. He does so outside of the foot. Nice idea, but again, way too much.
It's the right idea. There was a much simpler way to execute that idea.
Switchbacks start things again very quickly. Edwards over the halfway line. Go out wide to Lewis. One nice ball that came in. It will cut back to Edwards. Top of the box now, the centre-back. Now plenty of room for Lewis. Swings it towards the penalty area. Finds Barry. Good block there. And good clearance by Iloski. Up to the halfway line. But it only falls to a switchback player, and you can tell that Monarchs are down well and truly to 10 men as the fatigue starts to hit the legs.
Yeah, the exhaustion is real. Five minutes plus stoppage remain to try to protect this one-goal lead for the 10-man Monarchs.
Thomas Olave hasn't gone to his bench since that 13th or 22nd minute substitution. Leo Torres had to come out and get Christian Neidegger in to add a little bit more steel. With some room there to Lewis to swing the ball, and he does so, but he only finds the head of Davis. Drop to Torres. Torres tries to take the ball on the half volley, but it spins off the laces off his left foot. Friday, October 27th is the last regular season home game for the Monarchs as they battle the Rio Grande Valley FC Toros. Come cheer on the boys and take advantage of our family pack special. 4 tickets and 4 beanies for just $36. Call 844-REAL-TIX. That's 4 tickets and 4 beanies for $36. Call 844-REAL-TIX. The penultimate home game we're in right now.
Penultimate now, ultimate next week. 1 week from tonight. Hopefully we see James Moberg back in the Monarchs uniform.
Love to see James Moberg. Good guy. As we say that, Flores making his way to the halfway line. Will be the second substitution for the Monarchs tonight. Kill a little bit of time. Lewis now. Push back. Michael Edwards will switch flanks. Be
Flores for Mata.
Yeah, be Flores. And that doesn't surprise me. Max Mata has put in one heck of a shift by himself for 87 minutes.
He'll be a tad upset to have to depart this game. The referee sends him off far side.
Daniel Flores.
And it is a defender that's coming on, so it really is to add a little bit more stability at the back. It will allow opportunities for Iloski and Halsey to probably break forward along with Malik Johnson.
Yeah, Iloski will continue to be that first release valve. But as you said, Halsey and Malik have put in some phenomenal shifts, sprinting 110 yards here.
Ball won by Switchbacks. Chipped forward by Cerner.
I got to tell you, Spencer, I still feel like the Switchbacks are respecting the counter far too emphatically. I don't quite understand.
It's getting into the business end as we move to around 2 minutes, 40 seconds left of regulation time. There'll be added time for injuries and substitutions. Plenty of it, I'm sure. Long ball by Dewsnip. Brought up by Torres. Switches flanks, will find Lewis. Under pressure from the new man, Flores, immediately. Goes back to Edwards. Torres again. Torre holds the ball up, plays it in nicely. Echeverria. Can't hold on to it, so he knocks it back. It comes back to Michael Edwards. Now to Lewis, ball swung towards the far post. Can't find a Switchbacks player that's running in, but the ball comes back in immediately. Barry now, and a nice little bit of connection there by Kyle Adams.
Yeah,
manages to give the ball to Davies to knock that ball long over the halfway line and relief.
Adams and Nidegger just really eating everything up centrally.
Ball chipped forward by Torres. Good shape from the Monarchs as Switchbacks continue to push and probe and find this equalizer. Lewis now inside will find Among. Torre. Barry round the back. Woo. And Adams again. The man, the captain, leader legend, gets the ball off his foot and out for a corner.
Finally, some urgency here from the Switchbacks.
Long ball. Mahoney has to chase that down. Wasn't a good-looking cross, but he does so. He's got plenty of space. We'll go back to Torre. Plenty of space for him as well. Strikes low. Comes off the legs of a Monarchs player. Can't find it, and will continue to shift and move, and Barry can't find an open there, and Dewsnip is on the... Dewsnip again off his line very quickly.
I want to say that's his 10th save, Spencer. I'm apologizing.
10th save. That doesn't surprise me whatsoever. It's been superb, the young goalkeeper. 4 minutes of injury time, of added time here at Zions Bank Stadium as Switchbacks FC desperate for an equalizer here. Ball played out wide. Lewis now. Ball played over the top towards the back post, and it will be Bodie Davis that will find out for a corner there.
13th corner kick now for Colorado Springs.
Ball's cleared out. America First stoppage time. Stoppage time brought to you by America First Credit Union.
Great play here by Olowski.
America First Credit Union. America First Credit Union has the financial products and services you need to take care of yourself, your family, and your business. Nice idea by Olowski. Was blocked out by two defenders, but smartly gave away the foul. Stop things. Waste a little bit more time. Switchbacks will keep bringing it forward. Torres will swing this into the box. Ball comes off the top of Salcedo's head. No, came off the top of Ockford's head, the captain. It'll be a goal kick to the Monarchs.
I mean, what more could we say about Salcedo and Adams back there? Obviously, Orozco has been solid as well, but those two center backs, along with Dewsnip, have done everything that's been asked of them and more by Hamas and Olave and his Monarch staff.
Great work by the young backline, marshaled by captain Kyle Adams. Ball comes out to Lewis. Another opportunity for him to drive inside or swing that in. That will come off the back of Johnson for another corner. Halfway through added time. Pressure is coming, and Melvin comes off his line, asks his manager if he can get into the box. He says no, not right now, but ball swung in towards the top of the area, but top of the 6-yard box, but Orozco rises, nods that out. Closed down now by Johnson. Ball comes back in again. It'll be a goal kick to the Monarchs.
Great anticipation there by Orozco. Snuff out that dangerous chance.
'22 season tickets. Monarchs season tickets are now on sale. Get yours. Get them now. Call 844-REAL-TIX. Ball played now. Edwards will overlap. He has Lewis. Lewis on the ball, looking to switch flanks again, but he doesn't put enough pace on it. Bodie Davis will clear his lines. Torre now driving forward. Got a strike on him, but he plays it to Among. Plays inside now, plays it towards the back.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and it came off the foot of Kyle Adams. And you thought that was going into the back of the net. Kyle Adams got the ball, threw it into the crowd to try and waste time. He gets a yellow card. Again, it's all about time wasting. Ball comes flying in. Kyle Adams wins the header, top of the air box. Torre on the volley, but that goes high and not very handsome at all. And that could well be the end of the game. Kyle Adams gets a pat on the back from Torre. He knew exactly what he was doing. Wasting time there. What a phenomenal shift. A 77-minute shift down to 10 men from the Monarchs. Not over yet, though. Ball comes in long over the top. Salcedo lets it bounce. Flores now over the top, and an equalizer.
Wow.
Confusion at the back between Flores and Dewsnip. And Lewis comes in the back, round the back door, and heads over the top of Dewsnip to make it 1-1, right at the death.
Incredibly disappointing.
Unbelievable scenes here at Zions Bank Stadium.
Another look.
Massive frustration. Dewsnip is asking Flores why he let the ball bounce. And that is so cruel.
Switchbacks goal scored by number 77, Andre Lewis.
On the Monarchs after a phenomenal shift. There's a red card in there amongst there. Second yellow card for Torre, who's only come on for the last few minutes as well.
Red card ejection should be to Switchbacks.
Goal scorer number 77, Andre Lewis, with a yellow card as well. Both teams ending up with 10 men, but the Switchbacks refused to be beaten. Continued to push and probe against 10 men. And that will be your final whistle here. 1-1 is your final score. Trey Fitzgerald, a tough one for the Monarchs to take, but an adulation for the Switchbacks.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to hurt them missing Touré in their final game. And I don't know, Spencer. I hate to see some of these decisions, some of these cards, the lack of flow because the center official decided to insert himself into absolutely every sequence and event in this game. It's just a travesty that these 22 players have to endure that type of performance.
Some pushing and shoving in the center of the park. We're going to head to a break. You'll get more Real Monarchs coverage after these messages.
Tonight's match has been brought to you by Zions Bank. For banking that helps you tackle every financial challenge, Zions Bank is for you. By MarketStar, explore something more at MarketStar. Visit marketstar.com for careers. And by University of Utah Health, the trusted healthcare provider for the RSL family and yours. Visit uofuhealth.org.
When you're a member of America First Credit Union, the only house that matters to us is the one that you call home. And whether you're putting down new roots or making more room for your family to grow, we'll be there to help you nurture and care for the things you cherish most. Because the only home that matters to us is yours. Truly.
I remember the first time Taylor brought me to Moab. It was life-changing. I think that switch from caring to loving to respecting is when it makes your heart feel like fire. Exploring with kids is a whole different experience, but the approach is really the same for all of us. It's about being mindful, being aware of what's going to help versus what's going to harm. That's what we really want to teach our kids.
Atlas Disposal is dedicated to preserving the spaces we share.
We also understand the importance of sustaining our resources.
We're proud to bring our operations to Utah with technologies like zero-emission vehicles and a new recycling system coming to Rio Tinto Stadium starting in 2020.
Together, we can keep Utah beautiful and sustainable for generations to come.
Rule the playground. Toyota, let's go places.
Zion is much more than just these cliffs. You're all a part of this. When I'm painting, my goal is ultimately to inspire people through that artwork to go out and find their own personal experience. I think that only when we personally connect with a place do we truly gain the power to protect it. And that's the whole point, is to protect this place, not just for us here today, but for future generations forever.
Welcome back into Zions Bank Stadium as Real Monarchs and Switchbacks FC play out a 1-1 tie. Plenty of drama, Trey. A 13th minute red card, seeing the Monarchs having to play 77 plus minutes, down to 10 men. A go-ahead goal right at the start of the second half, and then a deep injury time equalizer that Monarchs will definitely be kicking themselves. But Switchbacks continue to live on in that top two race.
Yeah, Real Monarchs, James Olave watched his team play 77 plus minutes, a man down. He had to make the late sub to try to secure the 3, but it's a double-edged sword, and maybe Flores' lack of familiarity with the flow of the game, letting that late ball bounce, and just a great header by the Switchbacks player to split the points here at Zions Bank Stadium.
They probably did deserve, at the very least, a point with the way they pushed and probed. The rest of the schedule for Real Monarchs will look like this for the rest of the 2021 season. It shows that on Friday, the 27th, you'll get Rio Grande Toros coming into for the last home game, and then the last game of the season will be against your good man, Devin Sandoval's New Mexico United.
Yeah, very proud of the USL presence down in my hometown, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Again, Peter Trevisani, New Mexico United, doing a great job on and off the field. They are pillars of the community. And as we said before at halftime, best wishes to Devin Sandoval and family. Look forward to seeing you back on the pitch next year there, Big Dev.
1-1 is your final score. Up next, we'll be back on Wednesday, the 27th of October, as the Monarchs will look to secure all 3 points in their last home game at Zions Bank Stadium for the 2021 season. Good night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.